Hello and welcome to Quarterlight. Quarterlight, if you don't know, we're a small YouTube channel looking at car brochures from around the world. So if that's your thing, don't forget to subscribe. Today, we're going to look at the DAF 44. So the DAF 44, introduced in September 1966 and ran all the way till 74. It was styled by Michelotti and was kind of like a very cautious move for DAF to move the model a little bit more upmarket. Remember the slower, smaller Daffodil, which became the 33. This was kind of like a slightly larger engined, as I say, a little bit more upmarket. This particular brochure we're looking at today is dated September 72 and is from the UK. So let's have a look at this brochure now. So the brochure itself is a very sort of simple particular brochure. This is kind of like a fold out style brochure. First of all, showing this rather lovely yellow DAF 44. Like I said, Michelotti designed, quite an attractive design overall really. It starts off saying your automatic passport to freedom. I guess using that automatic because of course it's got that variomatic CVT transmission in there like all the DAFs did. It starts off saying this rather unusual little bit of a wording. Freedom comes in the thoroughbred engineering and smooth relaxed performance of the DAF 44, cloaked in the simple good looks and dateless lines of the attractively designed body, or styled body should I say. So yeah, they went to town a little bit, didn't they, with the wording on this. However, the most interesting parts, other than talking about 40 miles per gallon and the robust air-cooled engine as it calls it, sort of the advantages of having an air-cooled engine and less sort of simpler mechanics overall. But I think this is kind of like the most interesting part of it, so I'm just going to zoom in this little bit of a text because this was kind of like an important feature of the 44. So here it's saying a highly efficient heating and ventilation system ensures comfortable travel in all weather conditions. There are 2 screen demisters and adjustable air outlets between the fascia. Swivelling fresh air vents are located at each end of the fascia and the air leaves the car through extractors in the rear pillars. Nothing too exciting I hear you say, but kind of like face level ventilation and adjustable mounted outlets was quite advanced for the time. The brochure then opens up into like a poster style large page. The bottom half showing this sophisticated DAF 44, handsome yet practical, with these attractive people in it, really showing it off as being a sophisticated car, although really I guess not really that sophisticated, but like I say, it was like a cautious move, a little bit more upmarket for DAF, so I guess that's what they're trying to say here. Again, a lovely image of one. They've got some really nice little styling cues. I particularly like this bonnet, how it like laps over the fender or wing here. I mean, that's particularly attractive, nice little Michelotti touch. And then we kind of like move to the top half of the brochure, and the top half of the brochure is kind of like showing us lots of different features of the DAF 44. So these nice little design cues, I particularly like the interior, very attractive, very simple, but a certain amount of charm and a certain amount of class I think. My favourite angle, however, of the 44 is the rear. I think that particular rear end treatment is particularly attractive. Kind of like reminds me of sort of like an Alfa Romeo, kind of like square back end, and I do like that angle. Obviously that helps with luggage, but because they also moved the spur wheel from been in here, actually in the engine compartment, because the engine was so small I could get the spare wheel in there. It did free up a lot of space for your luggage. And then, like I say, this fold out brochure, if we fold it back again, we can have a look at the back page and the specifications. So let's have a little bit of a zoom in on that. So the specification page, it kind of like talks about the dimensions and weights. The electrical system, now 12 volts, was more common for DAFs at this period. And then the all-important performance. So maximum speed, also as a cruising speed, 76 miles per hour. Fuel consumption 35 to 45 miles per gallon. So a nice economical little car. The engine was a 4-stroke horizontally opposed twin, 40 brake horsepower at 4500 RPM, 35 brake horsepower at 45 RPM. And then it kind of like goes to say it's 844cc. So again, a step up for DAF from the 746cc used previously. It talked about the sort of general equipment and the clutch and that transmission being that lovely Variomatic transmission. A very popular car actually for the more elderly people, really, because it was such an easy system to use. Quite simply a lever forward and back, and that's pretty much it. A very simple system. At the time, automatics weren't that great, to be honest, and they would tend to be more on larger vehicles, not on small vehicles. So they really did find a little bit of a niche with that Variomatic transmission. And then it starts talking about, you know, suspension, brakes, wheels, etc. And at the bottom, sort of the DAF motors in books. And this is also where we find the date as well. So the 0972 would be for September 72. They also did have a little bit of a rally success. It doesn't kind of like show it in this one, but if you look at this kind of like full range brochure from 69, at the back it is showing sort of a rally vehicle, and here it's showing some success. So Monte Carlo rally, the DAF 44 first in 850 class, the Tulip rally, DAF 44 first in 850 class, and the Acropolis rally, DAF 44 first in the 850 class. And it started talking about a little bit of success for the DAF 55 as well. So yes, hard to believe, but this small car with this Variomatic transmission was also a fantastic rally car as well. Who would have thought it? So how much did these small cars cost? Well, I've got a little bit of a price guide here for September 72, and it's telling me the DAF 44 Deluxe was £935 in the UK, where the DAF 33 Deluxe was £825, so a little bit more expensive for that slight move up market. Around about close to 168,000 DAF 44s were produced, ending in November 74, although they did sell them a little bit after that time as well, because they had some left over, so there were some sold later on alongside its replacement, the DAF 46. Thank you so much for watching Quarterlight again today. Please do like and subscribe. There'll be many more videos coming very soon. But for now, we'll say take care and goodbye.